the typical pose.
Pictures of me.
Here's the feeding frenzy.
We stopped for lunch at the Victoria Falls Safari Lodge. Just a really, really spectacular place. And Charles? I'm told this is the largest open thatched roof in southern Africa. Huge.
You may not be able to do it with that one. You may not be able to do it with that one.
I mean,
Your other one would do it.
I know, but it's back in the car.
Pretty place. We're in Zimbabwe. Different in the distance, we can see a little bit of the Zambezi River. Pretty swimming pool.
It was a lot of water this year, though, wasn't it?
Yes, there was. From the southern side, you are able to walk across that small bridge.
Yeah.
With the mainland go to this island and come
Victorian
right there.
Falls.
Yes, I do. You walk through that bridge and you actually feel like you're so close to the Victoria Falls. Hello.
We're visiting a traditional village which has been here about 700 years, and it has a headman as the chief, and he's really almost virtually a king. And David Livingston was here and met the chief, and he was the first white man to ever be here. The village has about 7,000 people in it. See how these huts are constructed. Sticks with a thatched roof and mud put in between the sticks. And some of these have fencing around them, and those are family compounds with parents and grandparents and children and so forth.
It's like this. This is clay outside. So the house is just made like this. You see that's clay outside. It stays longer than the one with wood. Yeah.
The huts that are particularly nice have an adobe or mud plastered all over the outside, so you can't see the interior wood. Washing out.
Now what is this growing here? What's growing? Those who wake, they stay in town.
People carry things on their heads. Yeah. You are both such beautiful children.
Thank you.
Ah. Hello, children.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, that's good.
Girl, are you pretty girl?
Kids are really cute. A lot of thatch. There's a fire and they do cooking back in there. It's one of the village buildings. Village jail, where they put drunks who backed it up, keep them in there for 4 days. Guest entrance to the chief's house.
You have to go in there. You can't go in the other side.
There's another entrance for the chief, but the guests go in here, and it has this beautiful stockade all around it. all nicely woven out of reeds. Tree, a really old ancient tree, where Livingston met with the chief. First white man they'd ever seen, and they say that they were afraid of him. They thought he was a ghost. Here's a lady missionary, a young one, playing with the village children. Just arrived at Sanjay Point Village, where we will be spending tonight. It's a replica of a traditional village. And that's the hen house. And these are the rondavals. Dick.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take that.
And there are the hen houses.
That is perfect.
Hen. There's the rooster. A beautiful place. It's right on the Zambezi River Gorge. It's the common area. Bar, restaurant. Had a wonderful night's sleep, surrounded in mosquito netting, and thus our rendezvous. And a wonderful bath in the dark, overlooking the canyon. Just fun. Mosquito netting. And our little room. Fun sleeping in a round open room. So the bathroom facilities. Kind of fun. Dick is walking towards one of the bathrooms. Gorgeous places. The whole place overlooks the Zambezi Gorge. Bathroom. Cloth-fitted or footed bathtub. There's always a stack of towels and everything. It's of 2 sets of rapids. And that is the view. Truly spectacular. This is where I had my shower last night. Shower room. Very luxurious. This is the central area. We ate there last night. Traditional food, sitting in stools with a circle of men and 2 circles of women. And the food was wonderful. And then there was singing and dancing, which we got to participate in. And they told us a lot of information about their tribe and their history and traditions. They've been over 700 years in this location. And it's on a little peninsula that sticks right out into the canyon. Here's where we had our campfire last night. We are below the falls in the Zambezi Gorge. And we're in Zambia, and across the river is Zimbabwe, and that's the Victoria Falls National Park in Zimbabwe. It's a big, huge national park. Next to the canyon edge, taking this shot of our campfire. I'll get some more shots later of the canyon itself once there's some sunshine down in it so you can see it a little better. And here is another of the showers. Yeah. Sure. And there is the other shower. There are 4 in all. And we'll go inside these 2 and have a look. And this is the shower. Well appointed, but the neat thing is the view. Zambezi Gorge. Neat rapids, this little island down there.
Yeah.
might be a better photo later, like you say, when the sun's higher.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And this is our ox cart. And those are gorgeous big oxes.
Just high enough. There you go.
No, I didn't. That would have been interesting.
And now they have a wolf center.
No. We are on a little road, I think.
Yeah, museum. We're bouncing along because we're still in the ox cart. Sorry, it's a wobbly video.
Above the Victoria Falls, and then it comes this all gorges meandering down this way. The village where we spend the night is right here. The museum where we are is just here. And this here is Songo Gorge. It's believed that a similar waterfall to what we see today fell right here. And if you look at the Zambezi River from above the Victoria Falls, this is the width, and the Victoria Falls is about 1.7 kilometers, 1,700 meters wide. If you take that width from there, roughly carry it on down there, it roughly covers the stretch of those gorges, going down like this and taking a turn, going that way. And it's believed that the waterfall is still cutting backwards. Okay, from this area of view, this is where the Eastern Cataract is. There's the Rainbow Falls, the Horseshoe Falls here with the Livingstone Island, and the main falls here. And you've got here the Cataract Island and the Devil's Cataract here, cutting at about 45 degrees angle from the present fall line going into Zambia.
We're below the waterfalls. We're at the intersection of Sonje Gorge and the Zambezi Gorge.
And during your rainy season, everything is
Somewhere over in there, we can't quite see it, is the river. Wonderful big oxen. An enclosure that has two big buffalo in it, or oxen. Two. The oxen enclosure, and this enclosure is goats. There are goats in here. People are having their breakfast around the campfire. Some are dozing, some are eating. We're about to leave. Us taking a close-up of a little chick. Good, I can do it. Ah, there it is. Nice little chick. The rapids on the Zambezi. Beautiful gorge. Meanders back and forth for a long way. We're below the falls. Victoria Falls. Beautiful rainbow. Just starting around the falls. The falls are over a mile long. We'll see what we can see.
I think that could be the last one. We'll finish it.
baboons. She's got a young one. You see the balloon. Canyon's about a mile long altogether, it falls out.
Haven't lost anyone yet.
Yeah. This is the Thorn Tree Lodge. It's in a national park on the Zambezi River. It's just absolutely beautiful. Neat place. This is our name. There are hippos out in the river and crocodiles also. And we're going to leave in a few minutes and go for a boat ride on the Zambezi. To the enclosure is our tent. There's our nearest neighbor over there. Tent. Tent. Nice comfortable beds. And in the back we have our shower and other things. There's the shower. It's really a very nice room. Beautiful stone, tile floors. Really pretty place. On the Zambezi River. We're above Victoria Falls, having a wonderful cruise. And the fine fellow, here he is taking drink orders. There's a lady having a white wine, it looks like. Yes. Yes, and here are gin and tonics. Oh, yes, yes. Good, good, good. And a white wine. There he is, there he is. Uh-huh. And there is no, what did you want?
Sparkling water of Evian with the twisted lemon.
Ah, but there was none of that.
Perrier.
Just behind her is an island. A nice looking island out in the middle of the river.
Drink.
Okay, you're on.
Big beautiful river.
Who gets the prize?
At its steepest part it's about 50 feet. And at high water it's about 6 feet higher than it is now. There is Safari Balin. We are in Zambia. And that's over there is the pumps for the water system for the town of Livingston.
Yes, please.
We left from a boat dock in the outskirts of Livingston.
Okay. Okay, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Captain Simon. And behind us there's another tour boat. Same kind of deal. We're going around here looking for animals. There are elephants on the island. We just saw a monitor lizard about 4.5 feet long. And we've seen a number of crocodiles, one that must have been 12 or 13 feet long. Probably with a nest behind them. Really pretty little birds. Look a lot like parakeets. We're just at the tip of the island now. Right there. Really beautiful. Yeah, white rhino.
Oh, I see the other one moving over here now. He's way back in there and he's moving.
There he is.
He's coming out. He's coming out.
Huge.
3 rhinos.
My battery don't work on my camera.
That's 60% of all the rhino in Germany.
No, we might not.
There's a car.
I see them off the boat. This is quite a rare sight. But when you're driving in the park, it's quite normal. Exactly the same color.
A group picture.
They're all lined up. Yeah, they're lined up.
There are only 5 white rhinos in all of Zambia. And this is 3 of the 5. They were brought in from South Africa. And everything is extinct here, so they've been brought in as a breeding herd. And I hope to breed them and eventually start releasing back into the wild.
One. Yeah.
I only have about 7 more pictures.
How many did you take of? I didn't, no, I didn't take it.
You didn't? Thank you very much.
They're thinking about coming down to drink now. Beautiful, beautiful. We're on the Zambezi River. Just almost dark. The sun will be down in a few minutes. And we're out looking for birds and hippos. Maybe still find an elephant on the islands. We just saw 3 white rhino. Ah, the sun is coming down over the Zambezi.
Oh, I got your hand. Oh, I'm sorry.
Where you look on the river, the boats have stopped to watch the sun go down. This African idea of sundowners, where you come out and have a drink and watch the sun go down, it's just a really nice idea. Deck, watching the sun going down. This is a white rhino. This is a young one. They call him the orphan.
Hey, come this way. That's a beehive. You see those birds? They follow him as he walks, he disturbs the ground. Whatever flies, they pick them up. And these are bigger than the other one, the other rhino. So the other rhino it only browse, but these they only graze. So these are full-grown rhino can grow up to 2 1/4 tons, but this one is only about a quarter. But the matured boys.
The poaching has been so bad here that now there are rangers armed with AK-47s that keep watch over the rhino, and they have instructions to kill anyone who tries to disturb the rhinos. That has cut down on the poaching.
So it's just eating will go on and on. They can eat up to 40 kilograms a day. So when they start eating, they'll just go. And when they rest, they'll...
There's a giraffe eating.
No birds.
Only on the giraffe.
Bird of
Watch,
impala.
they're digging so.
Yes, they're digging for the roots.
Warthogs digging. We've never seen them really.
There's some warthogs.
Giraffes, they can't lay up because they're on food and then they die. So sometimes you see giraffes just standing still, is sleeping. They sleep for 3 minutes and then start moving again. Most of the time they do that in the park where there are predators. Now because there are no predators, you notice that most of these animals are very, very lax.
Herd of Cape buffalo with sheep in the background. Karen, how many do you think is in this herd?
It should be more than 30 here.
And there's those calves. They're light brown.
The brown, I think even this one here on the right.
Right.
Yes.
And on the left-hand side of the far right group, it's quite a young calf.
Yes.
Yeah. Still furry.
Which is a rhino, buffalo, elephant, lion, leopard.
One that's up now.
That's a big male, those two standing there.
That's a big male, she says.
These tend to...
See the density of the horn right here.
Yes.
The thicker it is, the older they are.
Yes. And that's why if people, these are the ones who do the poaching, if they shoot...
Use your binoculars.
He said, here comes a herd of American tourists.
And we're wild.
And I said,
Yeah, you are. You're actually very scarce at the moment. Go, Lance.
Zebra, okay.
Okay, we're coming that one now. We have the buffalo now.
Oh, the rhinos are
Hear that,
nearby.
Karen?
Yes, in the compound.
Let's come down, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this baby is really little calf. No horns or anything.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do what we need to do to...
The rhino on the right is a female, and the one on the left is her son. Karen, how old is the son?
He's 6 years old.
6 years old, just a baby.
Just a baby. They mature when they're 10.
Mature when they're 10. And look at the horns.
So the baby has
like
never been
bookends.
born?
No, no.
And his horn is as big as his mother.
Out of the baby.
You see the wide mouth just goes on, just like a hoover.
And the white rhino really means wide-mouthed rhino. And the black, and it grazes. No, it browses. And the black rhino has a narrow mouth, and it browses on bushes and so
Daddy
forth.
has a horn.
See, each time the ears, they keep on moving them. So they can see us, but it's very difficult to judge distance. This is why they keep on moving the ears.
Cow.
It certainly is a square lip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is. So you
A
think
beautiful
she's pregnant?
bird
Yes,
on
the
in
one
the
with
tree. 100% on the rhino.
I think the cow is pregnant.
Yes.
She looks kind of miserable.
We're out
See the
there in the
others,
distance.
The others are full.
Yes, this is why we say she's pregnant, but we don't know why she's not dropping it now.
I say her udders are full.
Those other, I think those are the ones we saw on the outside.
There she is with the other two in the background.
She's been cut off. There she goes.
Big male giraffe. Giraffe up here.
Up on their knees when they're pregnant.
3 giraffes there.
Is doing it on purpose or is
Moving around well.
I hope it's not broken.
Are there 80 giraffes here in the park?
Yes. They don't have to worry about fox getting in and the road get low. They do. Anything that brings up companies is
There's the little guy, and there's a.
This one is only about 6 months, I think. Let me just say it was born last year in December.
That was born last
This one,
December.
These are 18 months old.
A herd of at least 7 elephants. There's one of them. And there's another one walking back there.
Here's one coming off from the...
One walking back there. There's one here. Down here eating.
That one is turning.
There's 2 there.
What's he going to do with it?
Oh, I remember yesterday
There's some more elephants out in the distance.
Yeah. You see the trunk come way up and pick the branch right at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I see it.
by this group, then the whole group, the other group react as well.
Excuse me.
These are the animals which have the longest all these are just young, the cows.
Oh, see the little baby one? I just saw him. He's right at the last one over there. But I did see him move. I could tell he was small. There he is. I guess I'm not looking in the right place.
Yeah,
He's behind the bush now.
Very left end of the herd.
Okay, that's where I was looking. Yeah, he went behind some bushes. Little baby in there somewhere.
The little baby's there in the middle.
Well, the other ones will go around it, I think.
Yes.
Surround it, maybe.
Well, that's what normal happens even when they're swimming. They always put the little ones in the middle.
How old is the little one? Do something.
Sometimes you might be here watching, you don't know the others are lost.
I counted at least 13 elephant in this herd.
Thank you.
Well, that's quite a variety of sizes, small, medium, and large, all in a row.
is a shot from our room. Hippo.
Out of the water.
It's about 2/3 of the way out of the water.
Interesting. There goes Ruth by it when she doesn't have food festival, does she?
I don't know.
I don't know if they could hear me over there. You told me the next step. Look at it right down through there. You want to look at it through the glasses, please? It's out of the water.
This is the entrance to our house. Here at the Thornburg. The side is just beautiful. We've been standing on our veranda taking pictures of hippos, or trying to. A neat hippo, a mother with her little calf right in front of her for a while. We're on the Zambezi River, and there could easily be crocodiles here. Well, I don't see any right now. There's another view of our hut, or whatever it's called. Here's another one. They're all uniquely different. Some have tents inside, as ours does, and others do not. But each one is different.
I'll bet this will get edited out.
You don't miss many opportunities, I've noticed that.
Here are some folks having a great time. It looks like gin and tonics at the pool.
Well, actually, this is beer.
Beer.
Mine is Zambian beer.
Okay. All the structure behind you.
I would call it a gazebo.
A really large gazebo.
And here is your little monkey going like
This is the pool. You can see there are bar stools there around the bar, pool. I don't know exactly what they use this for, but you could do it for entertainment or all kinds of things. A very pretty place. It's been rethatched. It's back from the river a bit, so it has a veranda that goes out overlooking the river. Pretty place. And that's the bar restaurant, main lodge in front of us. It's the Thorn Tree Lodge in Zambia. Main lodge area. The lodge. They're rethatching this roof. And this fellow is the thatcher. The poles are ladders, so he could work on it, and they'll eventually be taken down when it's finished. It's the veranda on the river. They have an oval-shaped table, and we'll seat 18 people. Beautiful place. Thatching the roof. There's a buddy down below who taps the ends and throws it up to him. He just evens it up.
That is called a bitter.
It's called a what?
Unfortunately, you can't find it in any hardware. We just make it on our own, just this. You can't find it in a bitter. So this is like
now they're going to throw wire up to him.
What we use for cement.
This is the most recommended twine. This is just a plastic one. Twine.
Plastic twine.
This is also is good, especially when it catches fire. But we don't expect fire on such route because even it takes a long time to get this to catch fire. You know, otherwise but as soon as it catches fire, it will be difficult to put that fire out. It's because once it starts burning, it's like petrol.
And now he's
but it's hard.
got some twine.
Start burning. Yeah, that was really good. You put this wire, it's twine. You get inside, you can see someone now.
There'll be someone in there.
Put it a little bit, you can put that twine.
It's like sewing.
That guy can put it in.
One guy on the outside, one guy on the inside.
Right. Then you can tie from behind there. Tie it hard. Again, you will do it. Barefoot.
And there it comes.
You see how he done? Do enough scaffolding. As you can see from outside there, we have that scaffolding. And we can have a scaffolding again from here.
Children and puppy. There's seagulls in the trees over there, 2 of them.
You know what's going on with that dog. That dog will take whatever he can get, wherever he can get it.
And here is a hippo.
Most of the ones we've taken have been just their eyes.
Yes, yeah.
He's not very big.
He's quite big if you get a bit closer to him.
Oh, really?
He's roughly, I'd say a little bit smaller than the rhino we saw yesterday.
Oh, really?
There he is.
About the same as the rhino.
Hippos going into the water. But look at the ones out way out, guys. You can see them up out there.
Yeah, you want standing up out there.
Yeah, they're standing up out there.
Yeah. Grumpy old men.
Sound when you're in a canoe.
Oh, I do, yeah. Because I don't like that.
I don't know if I told you, I got attacked by one. Well,
Did you?
Yeah, I was canoeing down the Zambezi further down here. A hippo, I was in an inflatable canoe, and a hippo came up and hit my boat. And how close we were to that big boat. And you get those big boats when really close to the hippos, I think that irritates them quite a bit. So when a little boat does go there, they can be selling the boat.
Can we see her?
No, I got my paddle and
Yeah,
I think the worst thing about the hippo attack was I lost all my fishing tackle. So 4 rods and a big fishing box.
4 rods, oh
And
my.
it all went to the bottom. So the next day we went back in a big boat and tried to dredge.
We're now on the Zimbabwe side, the Zimbabwe side of the Zimbabwe River, just above Victoria Falls. And it's over a mile wide, and these rivers is very wide here, pretty slow moving really, and working it's a very small part of the river that we can see. It's working its way down to the falls. That's quite nice here. See the river working its way down? Again, a very small part of the river. The river is more than a mile wide here. Now we're at low water. It's cascading over the falls, starting right here. Down she goes. And you can see the spray up in the canyon. Canyon drops down here and then makes a left turn, and the canyon is very narrow. And the falls go over the side of the canyon for over a mile. There she goes. The start of the canyons that make up the Victoria Falls. falls produce so much water, there's a lot of mist, virtually rain, and it makes this beautiful, beautiful rainbow. This is one small part of the falls. That's the part that we were up there a few minutes ago in the top of the picture along the river. It's about a 300-foot vertical drop. Maybe a little more than that. This is a very small part of the main falls.
So sweep all the way around to the left, Nick, and you'll see the other waterfall. You take the sweep around to the...
It's too far to be good, though.
Won't be good?
I think the final one going back?
Sure. And it goes on another half mile or so. Good morning, we're in Cape Town. And I'm standing in the door to our room in our hotel, and it's right on the ocean. Just beautiful. We arrived yesterday afternoon, and we had a nice visit, but it was raining pretty hard. Today looks like it's going to be a nice day. Pretty place. Hotel's about a year old. Right on a little point. A lot of sea life, birds, some pretty good little waves crashing through. And the hotel, we're on the ground floor all the way to the end, which is the center of the hotel. And that's part of the Cape Town waterfront in the distance. This is the swimming pool, just overlooking the ocean. This is the hotel's little yacht club, yacht harbor, and the one for the, I think those are either hotels or apartment complexes behind us. And I think that's Table Mountain in the distance. This range of hills is called the 12 Apostles. And the city in front of us is Camps Bay. And we had dinner over there last night at a fine restaurant called Blues. And that's Table Mountain. And the cable car ride goes all the way to the top of it, to that little peak right on top. This is called Maiden's Cove.
You can see a tidal pool down there in the... Now all those tidal pools, interestingly enough, used to be Bushman fish traps.
I'll be darned.
They used to build these traps out of rock walls. They used to make sort of a tidal pool. Fish would get washed in, the water would move out at low tide, and there would be all fish left.
We're told that Michael Jackson owns this peak and has a big estate on the other side. Charming little community. Many of the elite of Cape Town apparently live here.
You know what this looks like, Nick?
What's that, Dick?
This looks like Sausalito.
Yeah.
He told us.
Yes. Yeah. But that
Dick believes this looks a lot like Sausalito. I think he's right. This is Rod, our guide. Interesting fellow. We're further down the Cape. This is the area of Harts Bay. Very pretty area. Beautiful lighthouse here on the point. This is still the Atlantic Ocean.
Beaches. And
Old army base right on the top of that mountain. Now into an area where there's sandy beaches. On the point there's a fishing camp. We're told it's a lobster factory. Most of the lobsters are taken with traps. A lot of kelp here. I'm told there's a lot of abalone also. Beautiful area. We're at an ostrich farm. It's the mating dance.
confusion.
Yeah.
Very funny.
That's great.
Funny.
Oh.
Wonderful animals. Birds. There he goes. That was fun. Everybody's coming down to say hello.
To see us. Hello there. but
What
the
a
three of them.
strange behavior. This is Cape Point, and we'll shortly be going up to the lighthouse up there and the actual point. This is virtually the southernmost point in Africa. There's another place that's a mile, just about a mile further south. I don't know whether we'll get there or not. But this is the place where the Indian Ocean meets the Atlantic Ocean. And that rock out there is the rock that the Lusitania, which I'm told is an American ship, sank in about 1907 with the loss of over 600 people. This Cape, the Cape of Good Hope, is of course a really dangerous place. Been many, many shipwrecks here over the centuries. There's a funicular that goes up to the top, but it's being serviced today by the Otis Elevator Company, so it's not in use. They've got a little bus instead. That outer point is the Cape of Good Hope. That's the spot. Cape of Good Hope. That's Cape Hope Light. There is the intrepid explorer.
Carry on.
That's what he's pointing at. There goes Dick up the path. This is the historic lighthouse, turned off in 1919. The present lighthouse is almost at sea level below. That must be where the lighthouse keeper lived. This is where the Indian Ocean meets the Atlantic Ocean. This is Cape Town. Blowing pretty hard right here. Looking out into the Indian Ocean. In the distance you can see the mountains, and that's the other side of False Bay. Very pretty looking up into False Bay. Here are a couple of little animals. I think they're hydraxes. Kind of like a rabbit. Not clear, but that's what I think they are. Dick has gone down to get a